Hey, what up guys? It's Nader from Friends 3 back with some more war replays. We fought against a clan named Pinoy Pirated C, and we took them out pretty easily. They weren't a 3-star clan, and they had some pretty low-level bases. You can see what they did to us, and you can see what we did to them. We 3-starred everything except for their top 2. So pretty good war by us. We had some pretty good attacks. Let's get into them. Their number 6 getting taken out by our number 9, Nemesis. Nemesis brings in a Queen Walk Vaho. I think he starts up here at the top corner. Yep, there he goes. Pretty high level base. Maxed, full-on max Town Hall 9 defense. Close to max walls with some pretty high heroes. I like the use of the giant there to create that left half of the funnel. Some guys use mini drags. Nemesis chose to use the giant whiz because I think that AD was in range. It might not have been able to make that funnel good enough had he not used the giant wizard. But he draws a CC here with the staggered poison to slow down those loons so the AQ can take on the drag by herself. Pops the ability just to take it out. And I know for a fact he wanted his queen to keep walking right, which is crazy to me because there's no way that she should have gone left there. I mean, she had other buildings in range. She walks all the way back around to that gold storage. Makes no sense, but Nem does a really good job of improvising, going on the fly. He takes out that left corner building with a whiz and then sends in his Valks because there's that break in the wall. His king walks, but his Valks go into the core where he wanted them. And then he has some really good spells here. So he already used one of his rages on his queen, so you don't drop your initial rage for the Valks, but he heals them up, and then he rages them into the core. And then he heals them again as they approach the heroes, and then he rages them again. So just, really nice spell placement there by Nemesis. The Valks have basically destroyed this entire base. He brings in his hogs from the right side because he knows there's no bombs over there that are going to take him out. He's still got a ton of Valks up. His hogs are moving through this base with no heal spells. I think they do hit a bomb right here. Boom. But it's not the end of the world because that's the last remaining defenses. So they take him out quickly and the rest is cleanup. So the ability of Nemesis to come in for his queen to go the wrong way and to improvise on the fly like that was pretty awesome. Good job, man. Let's look at their number 8 getting taken out by our number 7, Red. Red went a ton of wars doing all air, and I think he gave up. He had some really nice air attacks, but he couldn't consistently 3-star like he does on the ground. I mean, he's a beast on the ground, so I think he's going to go back to his ground attack for a while just to get his flow back, and then I'm sure he'll pick up the air attack again, or just identify which bases need to get hit by air and which ones don't. He brings in 3 golems, which is not a traditional Govaho, at least in our clan anyway. We don't usually use 3 golems, but he saw that he could create a gigantic funnel down there if he brought in 3 golems, so it was a pretty good base ID there. Once that funnel's created, he brings in the rest of his troops, his heroes, and his Valks. Perfect jump, takes everything to the core, rages them in, heals them up. Now look, all his spells are gone because he knows that entire core has been blown apart. There's no more spots for big bombs in there, so he doesn't need to worry about his hogs getting blown up. And the rest is just moving through this base. His hogs aren't going to have any problem with that 1 Tesla and that mortar. And you see over there on the right side, he's got his king, still a golem that hasn't even popped yet. Just now used his queen ability. He's got some Valks in there. And then once that cannon goes down, it's all cleanup. So great base identification by Red to bring in the 3 golem Govaho and to smash this base. Good job, dude. Alright, their number 10 getting taken out by our number 10, B-Wood. It's another Queen Walk Vaho. These guys use a lot of these anti-2-star bases that we haven't seen for a long time. I mean, the current meta, as you guys know, is 3-star or anti-3-star bases. So it's always interesting when we face a clan that uses the anti-2-star bases, because we're not used to hitting them. But you just have to adjust and go back to the way things used to be able to take the bases out. But you can see he creates a nice left side of the funnel with a couple wizards, and he's going to get his queen to walk here going right. Draws that CC out with the staggered poison, so that as the troops run through, I mean, it looks like the skellies and the wizards are already dead, so his queen only has to deal with those 2 baby drags, which is kind of weird because they don't rage when they're paired up. So he takes those baby drags out before they even have a chance to rage, and his queen's going to continue walking right here. He's going to bring in a giant with a couple wizards on that top right to create that funnel, and then once it's created, he's going to bring in his BK and his Valks. Drops a rage to keep his queen alive because she's taking a lot of point damage. Here come a couple Valks, and his BK is going to come right behind him. There's nowhere else for his troops to go except for directly into the core of that base. They smash the enemy queen super quick, and everything's moving in. And then once they reach that core, he drops a rage, which initially I thought was a bogus rage because his troops went completely around it, but they end up coming back to it, so it wasn't a complete waste. You can see here they're going to break into the core of the space and get raged up anyway. So the spell ended up working out, and he's got that nice heal there, perfectly placed to keep his Valks alive. And then the hogs from the top, because he knows there's no big bombs up there, he's just going to let his king and his Valks tear open that southern teaser down there. Still hasn't used either of his hero abilities. There goes the king, and all the defenses are dead. Everything's just clean up. Nice job by B-Wood smashing that base. Keep it up, man. Alright, their number 11 getting taken out by our number 10, B-Wood. So he had a 6-pack, and he did a really nice job here mixing it up. I think when you use, the attacks that we use are Govaho and Golaloon and Queen Walk Vaho, and we use them every war, it gets kind of boring. So I think he just wanted to mix it up here. He brings in the HGHB, but with P.E.K.K.A.s instead of giants. It's a pretty interesting attack. The P.E.K.K.A.s don't get thrown by spring traps, so if you have a wide open base like this where the P.E.K.K.A.s can just get inside and destroy, it's actually a pretty good option. Because again, the P.E.K.K.A.s aren't going to get thrown around by the spring traps, so you don't have to worry about that. So he just rages them in. The CC comes out. It's a bunch of minions with a mini drag, baby drag, so he double poisons them. I think he doesn't kill all of them there, but his queen ends up walking back around and taking the rest of the CC out. But by then you can see he's already almost at 50% with just his kill squad, which is a huge portion of that base to get taken out by your kill squad alone. He pops his king ability to take out the queen. He's still got a P.E.K.K.A. going. He's still got his queen being healed by, looks like maybe one healer. And then once he's at 60% destruction before he even drops one hog. And then from there it's just targeted hogs along the bottom right side. He lets his queen continue to work on the left side of the base. And he's still got a heal left. I'm not sure if he uses it or not. I don't remember. Doesn't look like he needs to. The hogs are going to take out the rest of this base pretty easily, and he's got a swag heal. So nice job mixing it up, keeping it fresh. Running the same attacks every single war can get boring, especially when you're up against a clan that has really no chance to put up a fight. It's fun to mix it up and bring in new attacks, so good job. Alright, they're number 12 getting taken out by Red. So Red had a 6-pack too. Nice job by him coming back on the ground and smashing these bases. Again, another anti-2-star base, so we had to go back to our roots before 3 stars were a thing, but bringing the new attacks on him. So he's got his queen walk working from the top left, drops in a wizard to keep moving her through. Looks like he's going to take out that camp so that his queen is guaranteed to walk right. And most likely that BK is going to pop out. So his queen lures the CC. Good job dropping that rage there, because she's going to have way too much DPS on her with that Expo, the entire CC, and the BK. So nice job dropping that rage with the double poison. Once the CC gets taken out, his queen's going to continue to walk north. And then from there, he's going to create the other half of the funnel with his BK and some wizards to ensure that his BK walks left. And then once he's sure that he's going to walk left, here come the Valks and the bowlers with no wall breakers, because the Valks will tear through any wall pretty quickly. His AQ takes out the enemy AQ, drops down that heal, which missed a little bit. He got some healing on his Valks, so it wasn't a complete miss. Rages him in, Valks break into the core, and then he's going to drop that second heal on them to make sure they stay up in the core. And again, almost at 60% damage before the hogs even go down. And then it's a super easy 3 hogs per defense. He's just absolutely going to destroy this base here. These guys like to use troll Teslas, which I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I've seen it maybe on a fresh hit. It might create some timing issues, but I mean, if you have your Teslas outside the base, you might fool a guy once, but that second attack is going to come in and smash pretty easily, because a lot of your DPS is on the outside of the base. So it's just a timing issue, but he's got so many Valks and his BK and bowlers up that there's nothing that this base can do to stop him. Good job, Red. Nice 6-pack. Alright, let's look at their number 13. Getting taken out by Ryan. Ryan had a nice attack here. It's like an old school Goho, which we haven't seen a lot lately since Valks got their boost. But he brings in 2 golems from the south with a bunch of whiz to create the funnel. Some wall breakers in there to pop the wall. And then once that funnel's created, he's going to drop his king. And I think he has bowlers in the CC. So it's like a go boho, I guess. So double poison for the CC, plus he's got his queen in there. CC's dead. He's going to take out the enemy AQ. And then everything goes core here. He's got 24 hogs, so like I said, we've been using Govoho so much. I'm only used to having 10 or 12 hogs, so when you have this many hogs, you don't have to worry so much about dropping your heals down as quick, because you have so many hogs in the bag that it's not going to be an issue. You just cycle them in, 3 or 4, even sometimes 5 per defense. I think too, because he knows there's a double big bomb right here between these 2 defenses, that he needed to save some hogs, because as those hogs take care of that Expo, a single hog is gonna, or it looks like 2 hogs are gonna run through, pop that double big bomb, and then he's safe, and he still has 2 heals left. So a ton of hogs over here on the bottom right side with a heal. He knows both sets of double bombs are popped, so he's got no problem there. They're going to move through to take out these remaining 2 defenses. Just an awesome attack. You know, really nice patience. A lot of guys would have just dropped all their hogs down on that top left side, and they would have gotten toasted by that double big bomb. So great patience by Ryan to wait, knowing that he could pop that bomb and still have a bunch of hogs for the backside. Let's look at one more. Their number 17 getting taken out by our number 17, Rama Jamma. This is his go-to attack. His Govoho at Town Hall 8. It's a pretty sweet attack if you know how to use it. Nice wide golem spread there. Another stupid troll Tesla, but it didn't matter. Nice wide golem base to create a huge funnel. Pops the wall. think he would have preferred both golems to converge once he popped the wall, but they didn't. Double poison for the CC. He's going to rage it up here in a second. His Valks are going to move outside of the range of the drag and the loon, while his wizards sit in the background and take him out. He heals up his Valks to make sure they're going to continue to tear through that base. Plus he's got his golem inside. Watch it pop that double bomb. Boom. Now there's nothing left in the space that can take him out. Too many hogs. Still got a heal left. And no more big bombs. So this base is toast. Hogs are converging. All he's got left is that archer tower. And it's just not going to happen. He's got the troll Teslas to worry about on the outside. But I'm not a fan of that at all. It takes away too much DPS on the inside of the base. It's not a really viable defensive strategy if you ask me, but whatever. So that's it. We smashed these guys. Pretty close to a perfect war. I think flag up top 76 and 89% on those Town Hall 11. So nice job by him. And Friends 3 back on the winning track. Make sure you like the vids and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.